Hello everybody and welcome back to Sky Saga Alpha 9. Today we are finishing off the Jungle Mastery quest and killing the War Drake. So here we go. I will be telling this incredible story to my great-grandchildren. Now get out there, defeat these two War Drakes and make sure we get a happy ending. Got it! Whoa! The Flying Fortress. So for those of you who don't know or haven't been following along, the story so far is we are doing the Jungle Mastery quest chain, and some War Drakes kidnapped a few friends of ours and have been using them to get a floating fortress together, and have now taken this floating fortress and set it flying, and that is it down there. And they're attempting to use this thing to get to the city of First Light and yeah, wreak havoc basically. So we're here as the city of First Light's only hope to try and stop these guys from getting there. Now we need to go down that way somewhere, find a couple of the War Drakes and kill them, as you can see in our little quest log on the side there. But first, of course, we need to make our way over that way, and I don't have any blocks on me because, yeah, I just really don't. So we're gonna have to mine some out of the ship. We might as well have a look around the ship itself as well. Just make sure there's nothing down here that we can use or anything along those lines. Doesn't look like it, doesn't even seem like there's anybody around right now. So we're just going to start. I'm going to mine out a whole bunch of this ship. And then we can go on over there to the Flying Fortress. Now, the fortress itself is pretty spectacular. That's an entire island that is being made to fly, based solely on these like little propeller things, which are the technology I was talking about just a second ago. And it seems like there's another ship over there as well. Oh, this thing is just so cool. We definitely need to take a closer look at that. So I've now collected up a whole bunch of blocks. As you can see here, we've got over 200. And I'm starting my kind of slow pillar out. Now I'm thinking I'm going to pillar out and I'm going to pillar over to this thing, because this thing looks really cool. Looks like a propeller of some kind. So to get down, I've basically kind of come to the very, very bottom of the airship and pill it out from the lowest point I could find in the airship, which is going to make my life a little bit easier. But once we actually get closer, there is actually a technique that we can use to pillar down a little bit. It does mean I'm going to waste some blocks, because I'm just going to need to waste some blocks to kind of create a staircase going down. But it will mean that we actually get down a lot safer than just kind of diving off of this platform of blocks that I am creating up here right now. So we're almost at that kind of point where I do want to start arcing downwards, because have a look at that thing. That's really cool. Let's just let's go over this way and quickly take a look at that together, and then I will create a staircase going down, because it's going to be a bit of a long, slow process. So I'll do that on my own. That's pretty cool. Oh, check that out. That is so awesome. I like that a lot. So I'll quickly show you this pillaring process. So basically you want to have a block that you want to go down on. You come back a couple of blocks and go out a couple of blocks and then up by one. And then you kind of get to the edge of this block and you post down as far as you can and then out by one. And then basically at that level down there, you drop down to that level, you shoot out 3 blocks, you kind of do this little like U-shaped thing that I'm standing on currently. And wow, I can see that I was very close to falling off of that. So yeah, you do that just kind of repeatedly, and you'll eventually get down to whatever level you choose to get down to. So I'm going to keep going, keep doing that, and we'll see where this goes. Okay, so now we're really, really close to the ground level, and if we have a look up behind me, I've got my little staircase, my block staircase going on there. So that's pretty quick and easy to get done. I might actually even do up a short tutorial on that one, because it is quite handy to know how to pillar downwards when you need to do that. But yeah, like I said, we're now not quite down at the ground level, but we're definitely close enough that it doesn't matter if we fall off at this point. So let's just do that even. We can just drop down into here. Now, I don't actually know what's going to be around here, but there is supposed to be 2 War Drakes around somewhere. And of course there are these giant awesome fans, which are keeping everything afloat. I wonder if I can go down there and hit them. I probably can, but I don't want to right now, because it's going to be a case of making it very difficult to get back out of there once I actually make it down there. So there's going to be a lot of bandits around here. I just want to point out this really cool touch out the back here. So not only have we got the fans that kind of keep the island up, we've also got the fans that move the island along, which are the ones all the way out the back here. And these guys look really, really awesome too. Check that out. How cool is that? That's just really, really cool. I like that a lot. And there's two of them even, so we've actually got bandits with some very impressive engineering capabilities going on around here, especially for bandits. Like, you don't usually associate bandits with genius engineering, or, you know, even being able to adapt ancient technologies to do something crazy like this. Because this is crazy. Like, I mean, look at the scale of this island. It's massive. And it's being held aloft by weird ancient technology, which is just really, really awesome. So there's a really nice big building over there, which I'm thinking the war drakes are going to be in some form of big building. They're not going to be anything like this little offshooty building, but there might be chests, and there's definitely bandits in these offshooty buildings. So we're just going to come in here and take on a couple of these guys, collect up a few knots and other bits and pieces, whatever we can get off of them basically, and move on with everything. So I think we'll take on this first building. This probably looks like the best place to start. I have honestly no idea where these guys are going to be, so we're just going to have to go around, take on a whole bunch of stuff, and see what happens. And wow, this is like next level dedication. Not only do they have a flying island, they have a flying island with like a river pond things going on. That's a crazy level of dedication to your flying fortress. It's like, yeah, let's just, you know, float an entire section of land complete with rivers and lakes and ponds and things. That's ridiculous. Really, really cool, but absolutely ridiculous. Getting some nice chests out of this building though. Not seeing too much bandit activity, which is a little bit surprising, and a little bit worrying. Although it seems as though from the map we're kind of in like a little offshoot building, and that bit down there is the main section of the building. Yeah, this bit here we go. Now we've got some bandit activity. This is what we wanted to see, because of course the war drake is not going to be just kind of in the middle of nowhere. The war drake will of course be surrounded by bandits, because, you know, if you're the leader of a group of bandits and you need protection, bandits are the way you do that. So we're just going to have a quick look around the edges here for some extra chests and things, because I'm seeing, yeah, like, you know, saw this little hut on the map and thought, there's going to be something here. So we'll just have a quick look at those. And not too bad. There's actually been more chests here than I thought there was going to be, which is kind of cool. And oops, fell down that one. Did not mean to do that, but oh well. Okay, I think that's all of the chests out of this guy. And it looks like there's one more offshoot, and then there's a chest upstairs here as well. So I think we'll take the offshoot first and see how we go. It looks like this is just a giant maze with the other guy in the center. So maybe we are going the wrong way. Maybe we should head back and take on the middle section. Okay, heading up the stairs for this guy. Let's see what we find at the top. We find more stairs, and there's the chest that I saw on the minimap. Perfect. Let's just take that one, and a blacksmith's crate too. Very nice. Like that a lot. More stairs, and an empty room. Yay! I was seriously thinking I was going to find something up here. Oh well. Let's head on down and continue out this way then, I guess, because I didn't really go too far this way, thinking that I'd found where one of the war drakes was going to be at least. And this like a... Oh, that's a war drake. That guy is really, really cool. Let's see if I can get a photo of him. Bam. Whoa. Let's back up a little there. And come on. This guy's so cool. Look at that armor. I need to get out of here. That armor is just like amazing. Man. Dude, that is so cool. Can you like drop all of that so I can wear it? I mean, it's not Joker colors, sure, but that is awesome. Whoa, don't get hit by that. That is not good. Alright, let's charge attack him back again. It's like, if you're going to charge attack me, buddy, I'm going to charge attack you. That is for sure. Very nice. So that's one war drake down. We defeated war drake Hoshka? Hoshk? I don't know how you pronounce that. I really, really have no idea. So I'm going to stop because that would get embarrassing otherwise. So there you go. So looking at the map, there is another little thing over here, which is potentially where the other Wardrake is. But knowing that, I actually want to take another look around the island now, because I want to like show the entire airship here, or the entire fortress on the map, and see everything that I can see before I take out that other Wardrake. Just kind of show you guys on camera more of what this place actually looks like, because it is really cool. Like, I mean, come on, this is probably one of the best maps that the devs have created for Sky Saga. So we need to show this off. We actually need to have a good look around and do it justice, because, like I said, this is just an awesome, awesome map. So we definitely, I feel like it should be explored and seen. So here we go. We've got another little, well, not little, we've got another set of fans over here that's keeping this place up and running. We've got the other Wardrake is potentially in there. And then out the back here, we've got another fan that is pushing things, or another set of propellers, which are pushing things in the right direction. These things are just ginormous. Like, how on earth do you even manage to move something like that? That's just craziness. This place is so cool. Let's just take a quick look at the minimap now that we've seen all of this. I wonder how many fans they have holding this guy up. So from what I've seen so far, they've got the 3 of them, but I've also got Fog of War shadow going on at the front corner there. So I must have missed a quick section. Let's quickly jump over that way. I hope I haven't actually missed anything. We'll also pull out the dagger, because that's going to make me run faster. Not by a lot, but just a little, which is an interesting tip in actual fact. If you're going to run dungeons and you're really looking for the best time that you can possibly get is running in light gear with a dagger in your hand. Because the dagger actually increases your movement speed somehow. I'm not exactly sure how that works in terms of game physics, but, you know, it works pretty well for game logic, so we'll stick with that. Anyway, there you go. So it's kind of like a little... It really is just like a sliver of land that has been pulled up, and there you go. So we've got 3 fans keeping it aloft and 2 fans keeping it moving. Interesting. This place is really, really cool. Alright, so now that we've actually had a good look around the island, I've marveled at all of the awesome stuff that I can see around here. I think it's time to go ahead and kill that last remaining Wardrake, and maybe even take some photos, because of course that Wardrake is going to be in cool armor as well. I just know it. Okay, so here we go, standing at the threshold. Time for the second Wardrake, and there we go. Oh yeah, so this Wardrake is in pretty much the same gear and armor as the last one. Let's dodge around those attacks, because that is not going to help too much. Although this spear is really good for killing these Wardrakes. I'm just going to say that right now. That's amazing. So we've now defeated both of the Wardrake twins. Let's just quickly kill this guy off as well, so we can answer the Firehailer. Amazing! You really are a hero, straight from the legends of old. Aw, thanks. You can call me the Joker. And quest complete. So this is the thing. This is why I wanted to take a bit of a tour around this island. And yeah, see what was going on, because I knew that this quest was going to be over as soon as these guys were dead. So we needed to have a look, and we needed to actually admire this island for what it is. It is really, really awesome. But yeah, also take a giant killer, I think these are called. Yeah, epic giant killer. Take an epic giant killer with you in to take on these guys, because it worked just amazingly well. So I think the final thing I'm going to do here is there does seem to be a little building out the back here on the map that I haven't checked out yet. So we're just going to quickly head over there, check that out for chests, see if there's anything else around, because the one thing that this has been kind of short on is chests, mostly because there's not actually all that many buildings on this island, and I haven't seen like a giant chest anywhere. One of the like end of level chests, I guess, is what I'm going to call that thing. So I want to see if I can find one of those around, although this place here seems like it would be the place to find it. So I have no idea. I have no idea if it's actually even going to be here, but we might as well check out that last little hut over in the corner there, make sure that that doesn't have anything interesting in it, and then we can go and wrap this quest up, get the last recipe, and of course unlock the jungle dungeon. Now the jungle dungeon I'm probably going to have to do in next week's episode because I don't have time this week to gather some people up and get a jungle dungeon done. But of course we will definitely get to that for next week's episode. So yeah, there you go. There was nothing in here, just a little shrine. Oh well, always worth having a quick look around. Definitely a thing that you should be doing, especially if you care about the number of chests and things that you get out of each adventure. Let's see. So let's quickly go up and take a quick stand inside this fan here if we can. Does not look like it. It looks like the fan itself is actually blocking us from being in there. Ah, that's a pain. Alright, let's head back to the City of First Light. Here we go! Jungle Mastery complete. You have conquered the savage jungle realm and saved us all. I don't know how to begin to thank you, hero. Awesome! Now we get the epic jungle medium helmet, which is really cool, so this means we can go ahead and finish off our Joker armor. I actually haven't done the gloves yet, but I do need to go ahead and do those as well. So we need to go and talk to Kerrigan about the jungle dungeon. And of course, next time round, we'll do the jungle dungeon. Probably not in the Joker clothes. We'll probably talk to a few people and see if we can find some more dungeon appropriate gear, I guess I should say. But we will Joker up at some point so that we can complete that full set of armor, because I've been working towards it for a little while now, so I think it needs to happen. Here we go. The jungle realm shows no mercy to the weak, so it warms my bones to see that you are not only to see that you not only survived there but thrived there. Next challenge away is the jungle dungeon. Sweet. So we can go ahead and do that. Are you strong? Yes. Find strong friends, complete my trials, be rewarded with keys, and be granted access to the dungeon. Sweet. So I still have a bunch of keys left over from various bits and pieces that we've been doing around the place, so I don't actually need any more keys, at least for the first run of the jungle dungeon. So we won't take any of those for now, although I think what we might do from this point on with the series until Alpha 10 is we might take on Kerrigan's quests, but add our own little spin or challenge to them. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments or on a forum post what type of challenges you want to see me do alongside all of these things. Yeah, so we've got all sorts of different stuff in here. So stuff like defeat 15 unique forest enemies. So we could do that as defeat 15 unique forest enemies with, you know, only only unmade up weapons, or as in the grey weapons. So you can get every single one of these. I think I've got a grey weapon, which is not a heroic. It's like a step under heroic. So it's a really bad weapon. So I could try, you know, stuff like that. I could try dancing after every hit. There's a whole bunch of things that I have a few ideas, but I want to see if you guys have any different ideas that we could go through and do, and then we'll add those in to Kerrigan's challenge list and just make life even more difficult for ourselves. And of course, I do want to go back and do another start with nothing quest. So last time we did that, we found that we actually had to start with sharp rocks. I have a bunch of sharp rocks on my home island right now, so I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. We're going to head out to either an Arctic or a desert in the next one and take on the whole adventure just with starting with sharp rocks and see where we go from there. So I think this is going to be it for this episode. We're going to have a shorter and sweeter episode this time, just to finalize the Jungle Mastery quest. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that one, and I will see you in the next video.